a shocking turn of events, the 2024 election takes a dramatic turn when Tulsi Gabbard makes a surprise announcement that she will be Trump's vice presidential running mate. Let's get to the bottom of this together.
All about vice president, something I've also seen a bunch here, and actually for the last few weeks. How are you responding to that call?
I'd be honored. I'd be honored to serve my country in that way. I'd be honored to actually be in a position to help President Trump execute his policies, bringing the experience that I have had of being on the front lines of many of these battles.
Gabbard made a lot of noise the other day when she announced her departure from the Democratic Party. Ideologically, she has long since left the ranks of the Democrats. Even in 2020, when Gabbard was on her way to the presidential election, she berated her fellow Democrats, rather than Trump and the Republicans, more. For the past year and a half, Gabbard has been a regular fixture at right-wing commentators like Tucker Carlson. She has actively criticized the hawkish consensus in Washington and Biden's foreign policy, which has already led to the Ukraine crisis and could soon set Taiwan on fire.
And actually understanding what we're up against. And so whether you're talking about securing the border, reducing inflation, improving our economy, stopping these Democrats and establishment Republicans, stopping these warmongers from continuing to push us closer and closer to war, not just in one country, but in multiple regions across the world.
She's a real classy candidate for vice president. Her interests are equal to Trump's, and they share a common goal of strengthening their country. They both want to close the borders and strengthen the economy. That sounds like a great candidate to me.
These are things, if I had the opportunity and privilege of being able to serve and support President Trump in actually executing these policies, I'd be honored to do so.
What's your prediction for 2024 right now?
You know, I'm encouraged to see the polls showing that President Trump is leading President Biden in many of these key states.
Gabbard is now seen by many in the U.S. as a toxic politician, accused of pro-Russian views and defeatism. However, as the Ukrainian agenda becomes less popular, Gabbard's positions may begin to resonate with the electorate. Plus, she's a very good speaker. It's worth remembering that it was Gabbard who trashed Kamala Harris in the 2019 summer debates and effectively brought down her presidential campaign. And Gabbard's centrist views on the economy and social issues will help Trump appeal to moderate voters.
And this is frankly why I'm going out and I've got this book, is to be able to tell the American people the truth, the lessons and the experiences that I've had and that I've learned along the way, telling them the truth about the Democrat elite and how they are intent on destroying our country. They are intent on undermining our fundamental freedoms enshrined in the Constitution, and that they're willing to do this brazenly in broad daylight because they only care about power.
Yeah.
Now, to all of the folks who are leaving comments, or those who may be watching this and who are questioning and who may wonder, hey, can I trust her? Or how do we know that you really believe in what you're saying? Well, you can read the book, but I'll tell you, I believe in what I'm saying because I love our country. I wouldn't be here saying it if it wasn't true.
U.S. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has named a list of 6 candidates who could take over as vice president if he returns to the White House. Gabbard is on that list. As I've said before, her interests align with Trump's. The U.S. presidential election will be held on 5 November. The main candidates for the American presidency are incumbent leader Joe Biden, Democrat, and former President Donald Trump, Republican. We will be able to see the end of the corrupted power of an elderly puppet and the beginning of a bright future for America in the person of Trump and his Vice President Tulsi Gabbard. What do you think? Write your opinion in the comments and don't forget to watch other shocking news on the channel.